Welcome into elderly care, a gentle space where wisdom meets wellness. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a story that matters. If this video brings you value, please give it a like and share it with someone you love, because caring for ourselves and others starts with simple knowledge. Today, we're diving into a surprising topic that affects many after 65. How often should you really shower? And could your daily bathing routine be doing more harm than good? Let's explore this together with warmth and understanding. Evelyn was always proud of her morning routine. Even at 73, she would wake up at 6:30 sharp, make a cup of chamomile tea, and head straight to the bathroom. A long, hot shower had been her way of preparing herself for the day ever since she retired. Cleanliness is next to godliness, she would say with a quiet smile, echoing a phrase her mother had often repeated. For decades, it had served her well. But recently, something had changed. She noticed her skin had become thinner, more fragile. Dry patches appeared no matter how much lotion she applied. The warm mist that once felt like a gentle cocoon began to sting slightly, leaving her skin pink and irritated. One afternoon, while visiting her daughter, Evelyn mentioned the irritation offhandedly. Her daughter, a nurse, raised an eyebrow and asked gently, "Mum, how often are you showering?" When Evelyn replied every day, her daughter paused, then nodded slowly. That might be too much now. Too much? The idea startled Evelyn. How could something that always symbolized health and good habits suddenly become risky? This small, seemingly ordinary moment marked the beginning of a larger, more surprising realization, one that many seniors come to understand only later in life. As we age, the routines we once took for granted sometimes need to be reevaluated, not because we're doing something wrong, but because our bodies are simply changing. And when it comes to daily bathing, what once was a helpful ritual might quietly become harmful in ways that are rarely talked about but deeply important. Let's explore this journey. What experts are now saying about hygiene after 65, why daily showers might not be necessary or even safe, and what changes you might consider to protect your health, comfort, and dignity. In our younger years, our skin is more resilient. It regenerates quickly, retains moisture well, and can withstand frequent exposure to hot water and soaps. But once we enter our 60s and beyond, our skin physiology begins to shift. The outermost layer, the epidermis, thins out. The body produces fewer natural oils. This combination makes the skin drier, more prone to cracking, and more vulnerable to irritation and infection. Dr. Marissa Lane, a dermatologist who has worked with older adults for over 20 years, describes it this way. Imagine your skin is like a brick wall. When you're young, the bricks and mortar are strong, holding everything in place. As you age, the mortar weakens. Now, if you take hot water and soap to that wall every day, it erodes even faster. Daily showers, especially with hot water, strip away the few natural oils seniors still produce. Soap, particularly the antibacterial kind, or those with strong scents, further depletes the skin's natural defenses. This can result not only in dry, itchy skin, but in serious complications. Small cracks can lead to infections. Skin tears, common among the elderly, can take weeks or even months to heal. And in colder climates, the drying effects of indoor heating only make matters worse. This may be surprising, even uncomfortable to hear. After all, many of us were raised in a time when daily bathing was promoted as the gold standard of hygiene and and discipline. But as we grow older, the conversation must shift from what we used to do to what is best for us now. So how often should seniors shower? The answer, according to geriatric health specialists, is not one size fits all, but a general rule has emerged. For most older adults, showering 2 to 3 times a week is sufficient. This frequency maintains good hygiene while preserving the skin's moisture and natural protection. Of course, some exceptions apply. If someone is physically active, experiences heavy sweating, or has specific medical conditions, more frequent washing may be necessary, but even then, daily full-body showers may not be required. Instead, spot cleaning or partial washing can be a safer, more balanced approach. Spot cleaning involves using a warm, damp cloth to cleanse areas where sweat and bacteria tend to accumulate: underarms, groin, feet, and skin folds. This practice not only keeps the body fresh, but also helps prevent odor and rashes without overexposing the skin to water and soap. It's a respectful compromise between feeling clean and staying protected. One major concern tied to overshowering in older adults is the increased risk of falls. Bathrooms, with their wet tiles and slippery surfaces, are one of the most common places where seniors suffer accidents. According to the CDC, over 200,000 Americans over 65 are treated for bathroom-related injuries each year. Many of these occur during or right after bathing. When seniors feel obligated to shower daily, they may be unknowingly increasing their risk, especially if balance, vision, or strength have declined. A simple shift to fewer showers and greater use of assisted bathing techniques, such as shower chairs, grab bars, and handheld shower heads, can dramatically improve safety. Another little discussed risk involves the emotional toll of bathing as we age. For some seniors, the act of showering becomes physically taxing or emotionally distressing, especially if they are dealing with chronic pain, dementia, or mobility limitations. Feeling cold, rushed, or exposed can lead to anxiety or even avoidance. By reducing frequency and using gentler methods, bathing can become a more comfortable and respectful part of the routine. It's important to remember that hygiene is not about perfection. It's about balance, dignity, and wellness. And for older adults, wellness is not just physical, it's deeply emotional. A dry, itchy body can affect sleep, mood, and even relationships. But a body cared for with gentleness and wisdom can promote peace, confidence, and calm. So what practical steps can seniors take to adjust their bathing habits without feeling like they're compromising on cleanliness? First, reframe the idea of clean in your mind. Clean doesn't have to mean scrubbed from head to toe every single day. It means fresh, comfortable, and free from discomfort or odor, and that can be achieved with milder routines. Second, consider switching to fragrance-free, pH-balanced soaps and moisturizing cleansers designed for mature skin. These are less likely to strip away oils and more likely to soothe irritation. Third, always moisturize immediately after bathing. Apply a gentle, non-alcohol-based lotion to lock in moisture while the skin is still damp. This small habit makes a world of difference. Fourth, rethink water temperature. Lukewarm water is far less drying than hot water. It may take some adjustment, especially for those who enjoy steamy showers, but your skin will thank you. And lastly, make the bathing environment as safe and pleasant as possible. Use non-slip mats. Install a shower chair if needed. And never hesitate to ask for assistance. Bathing should feel comforting, not dangerous. Returning to Evelyn, she took her daughter's advice to heart. She reduced her showers to twice a week, embraced spot cleaning, and invested in a moisturizing body wash and lotion set specifically for seniors. Within 2 weeks, her skin improved dramatically. The itching subsided. Her confidence returned. It felt strange at first, she admitted during a checkup with her doctor. I kept thinking I was doing something wrong by not showering every day, but now I understand. It's not about doing less. It's about doing what's right for my body now. There is a quiet beauty in that understanding, in accepting that our needs change, and in responding with care, not resistance. We open the door to a healthier, more peaceful aging experience. The habits we built in our youth don't need to define us forever. They were good for the time, and now we get to choose what's good for this new chapter. If you're over 65 or caring for someone who is, take a moment to consider how bathing routines are serving you. Are they leaving you refreshed or irritated? Empowered or exhausted? Secure or anxious? You deserve to feel clean and comfortable on your terms, in your time. And that may begin not with more, but with less. Less soap, less heat, fewer showers, and in return, more softness, more strength, more self-respect. Aging is not a decline, it's a refinement. And with the right choices, even something as simple as a shower can become a source of healing rather than harm. So if you've been bathing daily out of habit, pause and ask, is it still serving you? Or is it time for a new rhythm, one that respects where you are today, not where you used to be? In the quiet reflection of that question lies the possibility of a small, powerful change, one that honors your body, your journey, and the wisdom that only time can teach. Because after 65, it's not about being the same, it's about being well. And sometimes, being well begins with doing a little less, a little wiser.